Welcome back to FNS Network. This is the hot take. You know what I mean? We back with it. Man, listen. Just got finished talking to Josh on the WhatsApp. You know what I mean? So the Grizzlies fire Taylor Jenkins. Okay? Why would you do this right before the playoffs? I don't know. I mean, I was doing my digging, and from what is being said, they feel like he lost the locker room to a certain degree. Like, pretty much the way they play against teams that's above 500, they lose, or, they don't play well against those teams, right? So, I guess that's their reasoning behind this. Even so being, even if that's the case, right? Why would you fire this man now, right before the playoffs? They are right under LA, okay? The Lakers, that is. And this makes no sense. That's all I can say. I can't find a reason to make sense of why you would fire Taylor Jenkins. It's not like Taylor Jenkins is a bad coach. And best believe he gonna get scooped up quick. He's gonna get scooped up quick. He's not gonna be available. He's not gonna be available that long. He's gonna be probably as soon as the summer begins, you know what I mean? He's gonna be hired. Or maybe before that, I don't know. But he's not gonna be he's not gonna be on the market that long. So I wouldn't worry if I was him. But the thing is, it has to be deeper than that. I think it's deeper than that personally, because why would you just fire him now? Right before the playoffs? It's like you're throwing a flag in right now. It's like you're throwing a white flag, you know what I'm saying? Immediately. And it's like, that's not a wise move. And now I also seen, and I don't know if this is real or not, you know what I mean? Because you got a lot of these accounts on Instagram and X and things like that put out news, you know what I mean? Some of it be accurate, some be inaccurate. But I was seeing something floating around saying that Memphis might be flirting with the idea of trading Ja in the summer, right? So I don't know how true that is, but we've seen Luka get moved. So at this point, no type of move is shocking. So I don't know. I mean, I can't say. I just don't think this is a good idea to fire him right now, right before just fire him in the offseason then. I mean, my thing is fire him in the offseason. Don't do it before the playoffs start. That's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Whatever coach come in, they got to implement their system, all this. That's just too much to be trying to do right before the playoffs. Now, if this is the middle of the season, okay. You know what I mean? Or the beginning, okay. Still not wise to fire him, but okay. But if you're going to fire him, do it in the middle of the season or early, not at the end. It makes no sense. I don't know what Memphis is doing. You know what I mean? Josh said that something around the lines of they may feel like Jaren Jackson is the best player on their team. Nah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't even want to entertain that like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they don't think that. Jaren Jackson is a role player, man. Like, I don't care. Jaren Jackson is a role player on some real stuff. That it's not like he whacking nothing. He's a role player. He's not no star. He's a role player. Literally a role player. And there's nothing wrong with being a role player, but I would not be trying to build around no Jaren Jackson. Not over no Ja Morant. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, but bad move by the Grizzlies. That's all I got to say. I don't think this was a wise move. They should have fired that brother in the offseason if they was going to do that. They should have fired him. I guess you could say in a sense they looked out. You know what I mean? Because now, he can kind of, he got time with whatever offers coming his way that he can select, and he got time to do so because, he probably can start negotiating with teams now or start talking to teams now. I'm quite sure his phone, he getting messages and his phone probably blowing up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or his agent, whatever, they probably contacting his agent, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Teams is calling him, you know what I mean? Or in communication real quick, because this brother's a good coach, so Memphis, I don't know what y'all on, but it's not, it looked like they're going down here. It's not going up. The trajectory is not going up, it's going down. So I hope they not. Maybe. I'm gonna say this. Maybe there was an issue, and I'm not saying this is true. For maybe it was an issue to where maybe it was an issue with Ja, maybe with the Ja and the coach, and they're like, we just gonna part ways with the coach instead of the star player. Maybe it was something like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's true or that I heard that, but maybe that's it. Maybe. I'm trying to make sense of it, but I can't. So I don't know. Memphis just fired Taylor Jenkins. Terrible move, but I don't know, man. We've seen terrible moves before, so it is what it is, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Really appreciate it from everybody. Peace.